Hail Kingdom! Crimson Desert is new open-world RPG game that is just released, and I heard a lot of folks having trouble figuring out what to do in this massive world with a clunky UI. But I'm Spud, and I'm making broken builds for RPG games, so today you'll see how I managed to get unlimited gold, insane weapons and best armors even before beating the first acts. By the way, this is not sponsored, so I guess it's fair for me to leave a honest review. Overall, I can say this is a really solid game and I would rate it 7 out of 10. And as promised, it's really massive. But as you can see right now, I'm trying to see any points of interest for me, and honestly there is none. Therefore, even though you see lots of stuff, in most cases you won't find anything. Right now I found a ship of wreckage, so let's go and investigate over there. It took me 2 minutes just to get down over here, and without high enough stamina I won't be able to reach far away islands. So I took a long path and found a bunch of pirates, and that's how combat looks in this game. Honestly, it's pretty easy, especially if you got some solid build and some good items. And that's exactly what I'm going to get in the first act of the game. After beating pirates, I found nothing in this part of the ship. Then I found a bunch of pirates on the next island, and again nothing on the ship. And finished this 20-minute segment with a big fight in a cave. That's where I found a chest with a ring and a little bit of gold. Is this a rewarding exploration that game journalists write about? I don't think so. Maybe there's something really cool on the ship, but I won't be able to know right now, since my character is not able to fight through this minefield yet. Story-wise, we're playing as Cliff. He is Greymane, basically mercenary. And after brawl with rival mercenaries, we need to rebuild our clan and get everyone together again. Pretty basic, I'm halfway through the story right now at the moment of editing this video. Nothing crazy, but it's fine. Exactly as leveling system. There is passives, your health, mana, which is spirit in this game, and stamina. And also there's a bunch of skills that you can learn and use in a combat. That's it. Honestly, I like more customizations in RPG systems, but it is what it is. Also there's loads of puzzles in this game, but everyone should hate them, because UI is so frustrating, controls is also pretty frustrating, and in loads of cases it's just weird how you solve these puzzles. But even with all these negatives, I actually enjoying the time playing the game, and that's exactly the start. We're trying to fight these guys, learning controls, which is really weird for the first few hours of the game. But my goal is to become OP as fast as possible. To do it in most RPGs I need to get gold, get gear, and then become broken with some smart build. Luckily I always look at minimap, and I found my first artifact. And this cube is really important, because that's how we will get our skill points after beating challenges. Anyway, I arrived to Hernand, the first city and the first chapter of the game. I decided to enter city like a normal dude through the stone fence. Funnily enough, the first building I found was a bank. Game told me that I can open a strongbox to get passive income. Oh my goodness. Shut up and take my money, little dwarf, we doing it. Sadly, bank accepts only gold bars. That costs 500 silver coins, and I got nothing. But on the way back I found a door. Sadly, it is closed for now, therefore I found another open door. It was in a tavern. Probably I can find ways to get some money over here. I haven't found any, but I found challenger for arm wrestling match. There's loads of mini games in Crimson Desert, and they're pretty fun. I won the match, and guys, you never expect this dialogue from two mercenaries.
Blazes, you're as strong as you look.
I just did my best. You should be proud of your own strength.
My pa always said true strength lies in humility.
Well, thanks for the compliment.
Such kind guys. Anyway, I haven't found ways to make money in tavern, and I went straight for the main square and found a bunch of quests nearby. Simple beginner tasks like rescuing a cat from a roof. This is easy task, but it can be really hard in such a new and massive game, because as you can see, there's no child right now. So it took me around 15 minutes to find out that I need to load the game, and then quest fixes itself. So next time when I pick up cat, quest is done and I get rewards. No money though, but still. Some of items I will get from these easy quests will help me later. Most importantly, if there's such a bugs in the game, we definitely will find a way how to abuse systems and get loads of gold. Most importantly, I found a bunch of posters on the streets, and these posters, when investigated, will give me bounties. Bounties will give me money. Yeah, I can get a bunch of silver coins just by catching these guys who commit some crimes. And I will need this gold to become as tanky as this delivery pigeon. Look, he can survive 2 arrows. Oh my, these pigeons nowadays. Anyway, I decided to investigate surrounding area and see what I can get in the wilderness. By defeating bandits, I accumulate kinda experience points, this yellow bar. And when it fills, I get artifact, which is basically skill points. Sadly, after this meter depletes, the fight ends and bandits run away. And yes, I leave some loot, there's a bunch of items I can sell and even money, but not a lot, and this money won't give me my gold bar soon enough. But inside these towers and dungeons, there's a bunch of golden kitchenware that can be easily sold for a few silver coins. Most of my artifacts I used on my health to survive more damage versus bandits. However, I got a completely different plan how I can become insanely rich insanely fast. Look at this glorious city. There should be loads of guys who got loads of money in their houses. And turns out I can get in any house pretty easily through the window. I just open it and go straight inside the house. And yeah, you can do it basically with any house in the game. It's pretty crazy because no one cares. I can get outside of the house later, and every house is just packed with loads of golden items that can be sold for a nice chunk of money. So that was an idea to get all these items. However, for some reason I can't pick up anything. You need to be able to steal, and I'm not able to do it right now. But at least I'm smart enough to beat these puzzles. They are, by the way, pretty funny in my opinion. Still really frustrating, because after solving puzzles I want to get some reward. But after opening this door I see the golden box, but I can't get the reward. I was really mad, but I was forced to go back into streets. That's where I was ambushed by this thief. He just approached me and stole my hard-earned money. What we do with the thieves? Well, we beat the crap out of them. Turns out he is a criminal from the posters, so I tied him up, brought him into this prison and got Mask as a reward. Well, right now I can equip Mask, and now I'm able to steal stuff. And it's completely fine, because after this meter depletes, I can just go and sell everything I want, and there's almost no consequences. And even though I can't enter through the front door, I still can open windows and go through the windows into any house. People who live there won't be mad. There's always a bunch of copper and silver coins lying around. Sometimes there's puzzles, and when puzzle is completed, like this one, where you need to align all shafts, we will be rewarded with little golden box containing special item, or at least some good item. From this chest, for example, I will get box with pretty good jewelry, yes. It got pretty low and pretty basic stats, but I can enchant it and get more attack basically for free on my neck. By the way, I realized that maybe some of you will use this video as guide, so that's where the house is. And next house is over here, so that's the entrance. And on the second floor there is a puzzle with this owl, where I will get another pair of accessories. It will be earring, very good earring by the way, but not as good as a house over here. So in this house there's a puzzle that will give me another pair of earring after I will solve it. But most importantly, after I explored this house throughout and went from second floor to the first floor, by using my lantern I can see secret sacks with gold and another equipment lying everywhere. I found one in the fire pit, and that's amazing, because actually we can steal a gold bar right now. Yes, you heard me right, it's a gold bar, and that's basically 500 silver coins right from the start of the game. For free. I did exactly nothing, and I'm already the richest person in the town, or at least almost richest person. So I decided to get straight to the bank, or I guess I can end up on this gallows if I continue stealing everything from every house in this town. And I was ready to put my gold into work. but I forgot that I need 100 more silver coins to open account. So I decided to do some normal stuff until I can get 100 silver coins. You know, like chopping down trees, because I can sell this timber later to traders and get a bunch of silver coins this way. So while I was chopping down trees, I found this interesting building. Right nearby there's a goblin, and he sells key that will be used to open any ordinary door. Well, is this bank door is ordinary door? It is. Oh my, so we are right now in the bank safe room. There's a bunch of chests, there's a bunch of silver pouches, so I definitely will get a little bit of silver coins, but most importantly there's a bunch of strong boxes. And these strong boxes yield loads of silver coins when I open them in my inventory, from 2 to like 5 silver coins. So after opening all of them and selling a bunch of stuff, I got 100 silver coins and I finally can open a deposit. And I got 3 options: low risk, medium and high risk. I accidentally used low risk as my initial investment. Now I need to wait around 3 in-game days, and then after this refreshing will end, I will get from 1 to 2% from my investment. I got 2%, 10 coins. So I'm feeling risky today. Let's go for high risk strategy right now. After next 3 days I checked my bank and boom, Mr. Dwarf, where is my gold bar? Yeah, on high risk strategy I can even lose my money. But I reminded myself how buggy the game in other aspects and how it bamboozled me with a bunch of quests. Therefore I was smart enough to actually save the game before checking my investment results. And after loading the save, I saw that actually I can reroll these results, and now I got profits. I spent most of time sleeping, wandering around and doing this investment strategy. So in no time I got insane amount of silver coins and gold bars. And remember, I told you I will need bunch of useless items from the beginning of the game. This Hernandian attire is actually pretty useful. By equipping it, it gives me ability to go into the main castle where the guards are. Since I got basically unlimited gold at this point, because every 3 days I'm getting a bunch of silver coins, and yeah, I switched to low risk strategy because I don't need more than like 200 silver coins every few days. So items are pretty cheap here, but you seeing right now specialty shop. So this shop inside this castle is actually quite different. He don't care how much silver coins I got, because he trade with a commission, and commission is mission points basically that I can use to buy one of the best armors in the game, especially for the first act, and it's pretty cheap. Still I need to earn a little bit of points. To do it I need to complete bunch of basic quests, like catch some fish, catch some horse and other medieval stuff. That's basically what medieval people do. But most importantly, I just went straight to wilderness, found a bunch of quests, found a bunch of funny goblins and funny places, destroyed them, and started to think about my playstyle, because we got unlimited money right now. I'm starting to get my best armor in the game, I'm finding best jewelry in the game, in these weird locations. That's the location on the screen right now. And also I tried to do some like sky stuff. I don't know what is it. It's like nexuses. There's kind of puzzles. I actually hate these puzzles, and I got a right to hate this place. Yeah, as you can see, I just fell down because I failed a jump, and also I don't have enough stamina, enough levels to actually reach the town on the top right of the screen right now. That's where I was going for. By accident I landed right nearby and followed this road to probably get into this like village. Maybe there's something interesting over there, but this road led me into ruins. This is actually quite useful ruins, as it turns out, because after entering inside, when you're just running in, there is a big box on the right side, and you can go through these bushes pretty easily. So I was frustrated, like what's going on over here, and found a chest. I thought there will be some basic boring stuff, but there is actually a boots, and this boots is insane, because even on the boots you get bonus attack in the game, so that's the location if you're looking for these boots for yourself. And with boots, honestly I need only armor, so I went straight for the contracts, beat up a bunch of thieves, and get bunch of points. I get my rings from random fights versus bandits, and basically my gear set is ready. Bandits doing almost no damage to me right now, so I need just to think about my weapon. Yeah, what style I want to play with. I saw there's a bunch of different weapons, but I never saw spear yet. So I went into the wilderness again and I found a big tower and decided what will happen if I go up. Yes, I don't know how, but this game gives me this feeling, you know, some old feeling when you see a big mountain, you want to climb it and see what's going on over there. And in some cases you will find something cool. In this case I found nothing. I can't access this tower yet, I guess. But I managed to climb on the top of the world. Yes, it's pretty cool view over here. It's really nice looking sunset or whatever time of the day it is. Eventually I stumbled upon this Abyss artifact, and this artifact told me that there's a spear quest. In most cases, if artifact says there's quest with hammer, for example, you will see hammer nearby, so in this case it was spear, and I instantly fell in love with the spear. I like this insane attack speed, and probably we will build some crazy attack speed slasher with a spear, but not now, because I just fallen down and I discovered that I can instantly revive with the use of the balls or revive at checkpoint. That's what I used. And there is no consequences when you revive at checkpoint. So I checked my spear, my build right now, and my power level with equipment against the little boss in the town and then against the bandits around the town. And honestly, I'm getting almost no damage from the hits. I'm destroying them with just few attacks, and I see the charged attacks and fast attacks just dismantling my enemies. So that's what I did for the coming days and even nights. Mostly I was hunting them near big castles where there's progress bar, because in these places it looks like bandits actually respawn near this area. So while staying outside of the area and not fighting big boss guys, it feels like they are basically unlimited source of experience. I don't know if it's intended or not, but I farmed few artifacts insanely fast, so it was time to make a build. And I decided to invest into proficiency because it gives me ability to launch forward with heavy attack, and it's super useful against small opponents. At the same time, by investing just 1 point, I actually fully upgraded it, because some skills upgrades when you just observed it somewhere in the game. The next skill that I like is this Whirling Slash. It's insanely powerful, so I decided to invest over here also. So the skill will ignore armor. It's pretty like self-explanatory to have super overpowered and powerful attack against bosses, and by investing just 2 points over here I unlocked this tree fully. Yeah, for some reason I saw the skills, I guess, so I got it for free basically. Bunch of points in health, bunch of points in stamina, and that's it. That's everything we need for the beginning of the game to be really OP. Just look at this guy, one Whirling Slash, he blocked it, but then he just instantly downed. Sadly, with this skill I will see loads of not enough spirit on the screen, but we will try to fix it tomorrow in a build guide for my crazy spear full build for this game when I advance a little bit further, because we are still in Act 1 right now. On my adventures I collected a little bit of ore, so I used it to upgrade my equipment to like level 5, and we're getting total of 120 total damage. That is pretty crazy at this point of the game, and basic bandits basically one-shotted. Yeah, it is what it is. They basically one or two shotted pretty easily and pretty fast. So it was time to test my power and my skills against the first boss. Some people actually rage quit versus this boss. He may be a little bit hard if you don't have unlimited money and best gear in the game, but I charge this attack and he instantly loses 1/3 of his health, which is pretty crazy from one single attack. So one more charge attack combination and one stab combination, and he is dismantled instantly. Yeah, that's the first really powerful boss fight, and he is basically destroyed in a second. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like for this video, leave a comment, and see the next video on the screen right now when it's ready.